Hey guys, I am Choreo and I help working professional women to feel stronger and more confident through my personalized workouts. I completely understand that working out with a time constraint can be difficult, and that's why I do what I do, baby, to help you. Welcome to my 100-day fitness challenge. This is day 7. We've been going strong for 7 days, and if you are still out there with me, please drop a comment below and let me know. So, in today's workout, we are going to be doing a stretch, baby. It is Sunday, so we're going to be stretching it out. We're going to be relaxing. I do have a little bit of sage over there, so I'm going to sage myself. I'm going to start with breathing exercises. So, without further delay, let's get right into it. All right, so I have my sage set up. But before we go into lighting the sage and just saging ourselves from head right down to toes, I want to share the thought for today. So the thought for today comes from this here book. And if you were not here for round 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5, you wouldn't have known that we've been using this book to help us with the intention of becoming more courageous, more confident in ourselves, and also more emotionally dependent on ourselves. So this book really speaks to that. It's called The Courage to Be Yourself, A Woman's Guide to Growing Beyond Emotional Dependence. This is not a paid ad, it's just a book I chose to set the intentions for this challenge. At the end of 100 days, we're going to be feeling a lot more stronger, a lot more confident, both mentally and physically. So, the thought for today, and I know some of us, especially the introverts, may not like it, but the most important thing that women who attend seminars do is learn to talk openly about how they feel. As we share our shortcomings, secrets, fears, hostilities, joys, and disappointments, we realize we are not alone. Breaking out of isolation gives us permission to fully experience our feelings and then work through them. I really do like that. And shameless plug here. This is what the ChrisFit community offers. So when you join ChrisFit, we're not just a fitness group, but we also talk about different things, from emotions to the things that we love to wear on our face in terms of makeup, to what we like to cook, to the emotional issues that we've had. And we have lots of different free presentations that happen when you sign on to be a member of ChrisFit. If you're interested in that, click the links below. I'm going to try to drop a link right here as to how you can join the ChrisFit community. So I'm going to get right into saging myself. That was the thought for today. And we are all human beings, so we need each other. Especially women. We live in this world that is dominated by men. It is so important to remember that we have the sisterhood, we have sisters, we have female friends, relatives who can help us to do what we need to do in this life. You don't need to do it alone. And this is coming from an introvert who really does enjoy being by herself. The power of community is a beautiful thing. So I'm just gonna sage myself. And when you're saging yourself, this is cleansing yourself, right? You can drop comments below. Why do you sage yourself? What are some reasons for saging yourself? I'm just doing it for cleansing, preparing myself for this workout. There's something so beautiful and, dare I say, spiritual, the scent of sage. And just gonna do this a little bit more from head right around my body, blessing my space. And then I'm gonna put this off to the side. There may be a little bit of smoke, but I will put it off to the side. And we're gonna get started. All right. So I'm gonna start with a breathing exercise. It's 4 counts of breath in, 4 counts of breath out. And I'm going to do 4 cycles of this. This is really to help me to center myself and to set an intention for me. For me personally, my intention is to relax in this moment, to exist within this moment, to become aware of just my body in space, and to not allow my mind to wander too far away from Chris's own self-care. So you can set your own intention. It's absolutely free. We're sensational Sundays, if you want to call it. So let's get into this and treat it like some self-love, self-care. Okay, so we're starting breathing in through the nose And breathe out. And again. And breathe out. Third time. And breathe out. One more breath in. And breath. And now I feel a lot more relaxed. And I've started with the breath. Just gonna do some simple rotations, 4 to the right, 4 to the left. My left leg is in front. For you, it may look like right leg. Whichever leg is in front, just ensure that you do equal amounts of rotation. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Shifting the body around. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to put the other leg in front, repeating the same exercise. Starting again on this side. 3, 2, and 1. And changing sides. And 4. And relaxing. Now we're going to simply walk the palms forward. I'm going to turn to the side. I'll put my left leg in front to start. In 3, we're just going to walk the palms forward. 2 and 1. Let's go. Walking the palms forward. Feeling that stretch in the leg that's in front. For me, that's my left leg. Feeling the stretch in my left hip. And my back as well. Back of my neck too as I drop the head. Breath in. And we switch to the opposite side. Walking the palms forward. Breath in. Moving from here, we're going to extend one leg forward as we reach over to the side. So as we do that, and as we do all of our exercises, I want us to ensure that we're maintaining the same breath exercise that we did in the beginning. So you want to bring this leg in towards the inner thigh of the opposing leg, if it's available. If you can only manage to have it out here, if that leg is up like that, don't worry about it. Just work within the capacity that you are in right now. Okay? So I bring one arm forward and I lift from my torso so that I'm not collapsing in my back. I try as best as possible to keep the hips squared and front. I'm going to reach forward, flexing my feet to increase the stretch below the leg. Hold on to my foot here. I'm going to reach over, holding for about 10 seconds, 10 or so seconds. And reach over to that leg, rotating the body over that leg, breathing in, still maintaining a flexed ankle, a flexed foot, toes are up. And we walk the palms back. We're going to repeat this exercise to the opposite side. Well, not the entire exercise just yet, but stretching over, away from that extended leg. Keeping both hips on the floor. Keeping the chest open. And relax. Now we're going to go to the opposite side. Just shifting leg out, carrying one leg out, and lifting up and stretching. And releasing forward, reaching over that leg. And releasing as we extend away from the stretched leg. Keeping the chest open, keeping the ankles flexed. And relax. And we're going to move from here into a bicycle stretch. So one leg will be forward, similar to what we just did, but now we're putting a little bit more stretch on the front of thigh. And we're going to reach both forward to the center, and we're also going to lean back. Okay? Now, if it is that any of these stretches are super intense, you can use a cushion, or in my case, I'm going to use blocks. So anything to allow the body to rest, where, for example, the stretch is too intense, probably the body can't go down anymore, but you have something solid to rest while the body opens up, so it doesn't fall all the way down and frighten or shock your system. Okay, so I'm going to keep these close by. So the first exercise or stretch in this position here is a simple walk in the palms forward. I'm going to reach forward over the leg and stretch. And shifting. Now I'm gonna grab my block. If you have a cushion that's solid enough, you can reach forward in the center and hold here. If you don't need the block or any assistance, you can just put the block aside, put the hands on the floor. Relax the shoulders. And from here, we're going to roll back the body. And this is where it gets super intense for the upper thigh. I'm going to position myself so that when I lean back, I am not off of my mat. So here, you can put a block behind you. The position of the block is dependent on the level of which you are. So when I lean back, you can either lie down flat on the floor or have the block right at the back. Or if you need to be propped up on the elbows, that works as well, or even up on the palms. Listen to your body and give it what it needs. Remember, this is self-care. Stretching is like giving the body a nice massage. And we are moving out of this position. Be gentle with your body as we switch to the opposite side. Now remember the thought for today. We need community to help us through. And if you've arrived at day 7, or if you've missed a few challenges, this is where in the CrossFit community we normally help each other out. We help keep each other accountable. So you can drop a comment below. Let's try to keep the same culture of CrossFit. Drop a comment below. Let us know if you're here. Let us know if you missed out on any challenge, and if you feel like sharing, you can also share why it is that you missed out on the challenge. We don't judge over here. We don't always feel like working out every day. It's just natural, okay? So feel free to share. So our first exercise, walking the palms forward, over the leg. And slowly walking palms to center. Remember, if you need your block or your cushion, go ahead and use it. we're gonna lean back onto our block if you need it. Remember, listen to your body. Ensure that you feel comfortable. And relax. Excellent. All right. So now that we've done all of that, we're going to do a legs open, and you're going to walk the palms out. Just gotta adjust. So we're going to open as wide as we possibly can. Remember, listen to your body. Adjust so that the sit bones are on the floor. If you need to move the juiciness around, move it, lift it. You feel nice and comfortable sitting upright. Here again, if you need the block or if you need a cushion or anything solid, pretty much with some height that doesn't cause you to collapse too quickly, because I know some persons can get a little bit anxious, go ahead and use it. So we're just gonna put the block or the object forward, or if you don't need the block, just walk the hands forward and stretch the body. Okay? I'm gonna back up a little bit so when I reach forward, my hands don't fall off screen. And I walk forward and I hold here. Shift the block behind. And slowly relax out of this position. And now we're going to get onto our backs and we will do a piriformis stretch where we simply fold one leg over the other, loop the hands through, and gently pull the legs towards you. Hold it here. out. And from here, we're going to pull both knees in the chest, and we're going to allow the knees to fall to one side by keeping the shoulders and upper back on the floor. And you will look away from where your knees are, placing one hand on top of the knees. Counter stretch for the back. And opposite side. And we move from here. I'm going to go into one of my favorite stretches. It's a piriformis stretch, which is a great stretch for the shoulder, but it's also a bit of a counter rotation stretch for the back. So you're going to first lift the arm out at shoulder height, or if it's available to you, lift it right back, keeping the hips squared towards your mat, and bringing the shoulder down, stretching here. And opposite side, same thing. Either place the hand directly across from you or right up and stretch under. And relax. Our final stretch will be a child's pose, and you have the option to either do a conventional child's pose, which is just pushing back onto your heels, or if it's available, you can also open the hips and stretch back. And relax. All right, beautiful. I do hope that this stretch routine was helpful for you today. Remember, if you are ready to join the ChrisFit community virtually, you can join us for Bootcamp that starts January 6, 2025. We are going to be working out Mondays through to Thursdays, 6 to 7 p.m. Jamaica time. And if you aren't able to catch us live, you can catch the class recordings, which are going to be saved in a special folder and sent to you after each session. So don't you worry, the time zone don't mean a thing. So this is where I'm going to end today's day 7. I'll see you again tomorrow for day 8, where we get back into workouts. Thank you so much for being here. love,